In this video, we will be taking a look at the law of assumption. The law of assumption, also known as the law of belief, is a concept popularized by Neville Goddard, a spiritual teacher and author. The essence of this law revolves around the idea that assuming a specific belief or state of being will manifest it into reality. Neville Goddard was a spiritual teacher and author who gained prominence for his teachings on the power of the mind and the law of assumption. He was born in Barbados and later moved to the United States. Neville's teachings have inspired countless individuals seeking to understand the creative power of their consciousness. Neville Goddard's primary teaching revolves around the law of assumption, which states that assuming a specific state of being or belief will manifest that state into reality. According to Neville, the subconscious mind is responsible for creating our external experiences based on our dominant assumptions and beliefs. Imagination and creativity. Neville emphasized the importance of imagination as a powerful creative force. He believed that imagination is not merely a product of the mind, but the very means by which we shape our reality. Imagination, when vividly and emotionally engaged, helps in the realization of our desires. Feeling is the secret. One of Neville's famous books is titled Feeling is the Secret. In this book, he stresses the significance of experiencing the feelings associated with the fulfillment of our desires. Neville taught that it is not enough to imagine our desires, we must feel as though they have already come to pass. Living in the end. Living in the end is a concept popularized by Neville Goddard, a prominent figure in the New Thought and Law of Attraction movements. It encapsulates the idea that to manifest your desires and aspirations, you should mentally and emotionally inhabit the end result you seek, as if it has already happened. By assuming the feeling and mindset of already having achieved our goals, we align ourselves with the reality we wish to experience, ultimately attracting it into our lives. The subconscious mind. Neville recognized the tremendous power of the subconscious mind in shaping our reality. He taught that our subconscious beliefs, assumptions, and emotions drive our experiences. To effect real change, we must impress our subconscious with the desired assumptions. Persisting in the assumption. Neville stressed the importance of persisting in our assumptions, even in the face of doubt or external circumstances. Consistent assumption and belief create a powerful momentum that leads to the realization of our desires. Bible interpretations. Neville often used biblical passages and stories to illustrate and support his teachings. He interpreted biblical texts metaphorically, relating them to the power of the human mind and consciousness. Awareness of being. Neville emphasized that we must become aware of our inner state of being and the assumptions we hold. By being conscious of our thoughts and feelings, we can deliberately change our assumptions and create a new reality. The feeling of reality. Neville taught that the feeling of reality, the absolute conviction that something is already true, is the most potent creative force. When we hold this feeling, our desires naturally come to fruition. Neville Goddard's teachings continue to inspire people worldwide, and his insights into the law of assumption and the power of imagination have significantly influenced the fields of personal development and spirituality. Many individuals credit Neville's teachings for transforming their lives and helping them manifest their desires. His timeless wisdom continues to be shared through his books, lectures, and the work of his followers. The mechanics of assumption. The mechanics of assumptions play a significant role in our everyday thinking and decision-making processes. Assumptions are mental shortcuts or beliefs that we use to simplify complex situations, make judgments, and navigate the world around us. They are an integral part of human cognition and are often necessary for efficient decision-making. However, assumptions can also lead to biases and errors in our thinking if not used critically and consciously. The mechanics of assumption refer to the inner workings of how assumptions influence our thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and ultimately, our reality. Types of assumptions. Implicit assumption. These are assumptions that we make unconsciously or automatically without explicitly acknowledging them. They are deeply ingrained in our thinking and often based on our past experiences, cultural upbringing, and personal beliefs. Explicit assumption. These are assumptions that we consciously recognize and state explicitly. They can be tested, debated, and modified more easily than implicit assumptions. Formation of assumptions. The formation of assumptions in the law often begins with the collection and evaluation of relevant facts and evidence. Legal professionals, such as attorneys and judges, analyze these facts to derive assumptions about the circumstances of a case. These assumptions can range from basic factual assertions to broader legal principles. Experience. Many assumptions are formed based on our past experiences. If something has consistently happened in the past, we may assume it will happen again in the future. Socialization. Our assumptions are often shaped by our upbringing, culture, and social environment. We adopt the beliefs and assumptions of those around us. Socialization is the process through which individuals learn and internalize the values, norms, beliefs, and behaviors of their culture or society. Purpose of assumptions. The purpose of making assumptions is to fill in gaps in our knowledge or understanding of a situation, concept, or problem. Assumptions are essentially educated guesses or presuppositions that we make based on the information available to us. They serve several important purposes. Simplification. Assumptions help simplify complex situations by allowing us to focus on the most relevant aspects while ignoring details that may not be immediately relevant. This simplification can make problem-solving and decision-making more manageable. Challenges and pitfalls. Confirmation bias. Assumptions can lead to confirmation bias, where we selectively seek and interpret information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs. Stereotyping. Assumptions about people based on their race, gender, or other characteristics can lead to unfair and inaccurate judgments. Overgeneralization. Making assumptions based on a single or limited set of experiences can lead to inaccurate conclusions. Ignoring contradictory evidence. Sometimes, we cling to our assumptions even when evidence contradicts them, leading to flawed decision-making. Conscious versus subconscious assumptions. Awareness. Conscious and subconscious assumptions are two distinct types of assumptions that operate at different levels of awareness within our minds. Understanding the differences between these two types of assumptions is essential for effectively harnessing the power of assumption. Here's a comparison. Conscious assumptions are those that we deliberately and consciously choose to make. We are fully aware of these assumptions and actively engage in creating and reinforcing them. Intentional. These assumptions are purposeful and driven by our conscious thoughts, beliefs, and desires. Logical and rational. Conscious assumptions often rely on logic, rational thinking, and evidence. We evaluate information and make conscious decisions based on available data. Subject to change. Since conscious assumptions are based on rational thinking, they are more open to change when new information or evidence arises. Examples: setting a specific goal, affirming a positive belief, or deciding to be optimistic about a situation are all examples of conscious assumptions. Subconscious assumptions. Unawareness. Subconscious assumptions are those that operate beneath our conscious awareness. They are beliefs and assumptions that we have internalized over time, often without realizing it. Automatic and habitual. These assumptions are automatic and habitual responses that have been ingrained in the subconscious mind through repeated thoughts and experiences. Emotionally charged. Subconscious assumptions are often emotionally charged, stemming from past experiences and conditioning that have left a lasting impact on our beliefs and perceptions. Resistant to change. Subconscious assumptions can be deeply rooted and resistant to change because they are not easily accessible to the conscious mind. Examples: feeling unworthy of success due to past failures, having a fear of public speaking because of a childhood embarrassment, or doubting your abilities because of past criticism are all examples of subconscious assumptions. The relationship between conscious and subconscious assumptions. Conscious assumptions can influence and eventually change subconscious assumptions. When we consciously choose to adopt positive beliefs, repeat affirmations, or visualize desired outcomes, we can begin to reprogram the subconscious mind. Overcoming limiting beliefs. Recognizing and challenging deeply ingrained beliefs that hinder our progress. Practical exercises to release limiting assumptions and create empowering ones. Utilizing affirmations, visualizations, and other tools for reprogramming the mind. Overcoming limiting beliefs is a crucial step in personal growth and self-improvement. These beliefs are negative or disempowering thoughts that we hold about ourselves, others, or the world around us. They can sabotage our progress, hinder our potential, and prevent us from achieving our goals. Here are some effective strategies for overcoming limiting beliefs. Identify your limiting beliefs. Start by becoming aware of the limiting beliefs that hold you back. Pay attention to your self-talk and notice patterns of negative thoughts. Write down these beliefs to bring them into conscious awareness. Question the validity. Challenge the validity of your limiting beliefs. Ask yourself if there is any concrete evidence supporting these beliefs or if they are based on assumptions and past experiences. Examine the origin. Explore where these beliefs originated. Often, limiting beliefs stem from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past failures. Understand that past circumstances do not dictate your present or future potential. Replace with empowering beliefs. Once you've identified a limiting belief, replace it with a more empowering and positive belief. Affirmations can be helpful in reinforcing new beliefs. For example, if you believe, "I'm not good enough," replace it with "I am worthy and capable." Visualize success. Use visualization techniques to see yourself succeeding and thriving despite the limiting beliefs. Create a mental picture of your desired outcomes, feeling the emotions associated with that success. Challenge negative thoughts. Whenever a limiting belief arises, challenge it in the moment. Ask yourself if it is serving you or if it's merely holding you back. Replace the negative thought with a positive and constructive one. Seek evidence of success. Look for evidence in your life that contradicts the limiting belief. Identify instances where you have succeeded, overcome challenges, or demonstrated skills and abilities. Take incremental steps. Overcoming limiting beliefs can be a gradual process. Take small steps outside your comfort zone to challenge and disprove these beliefs. Each success will build confidence and diminish the power of the limiting beliefs. Practice self-compassion. Be kind and compassionate with yourself during this process. Understand that everyone has limiting beliefs, and it's a normal part of being human. Treat yourself with the same empathy you would offer to a friend. Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.